their policies to implement laws. But if these laws are flawed to begin with, how do you possibly expect a nation? How do you possibly expect a nation to elevate themselves intellectually if first of all their leaders have the wrong ideology, if their corrupt institutions have the wrong ideology, and they implement these corrupt ideas into the society? What do you think will be the effect of it? This is the effect of it. You look around you, look at the crime rates, look at the rape rates, look how drastic they are. And the reason why it is so, it is because the institution that exists in this society has failed. These institutions has failed to provide security for the society. For example, you look at the media and how they promote rape, how they promote the demonization as women. Look at the way these media demonize women. For example, the woman, the ideal image of a woman is a mother, a daughter, a sister. And if you look at the reality of this society, this is exactly what it is. Exactly what it is. Your women in this society are strippers, are prostitutes. Can you imagine the mentality of a person? His own sister can be a prostitute, but yet he'll say the ideal woman should be a prostitute. How can you imagine your own sister as a prostitute? How can you imagine your own sister, your own daughter, your own mother as a porn star? This goes to show you that the way of thinking in this society, there's something wrong in the way of thinking in this society. This is why we tell the people in the society that your way of thinking, surely if you were to realize, if you're even arrogant, we invite you to wake up your dead hearts. Instead of looking at women, instead of looking at women as sex slaves, look at them as mothers, as daughters, and sisters. This is a very simple reason. This is a very simple example of how raping can be solved in this society. But unfortunately, you have over $8 billion invested in the pornographic industry. What do you expect? What do you expect your children to grow up to be? Of course your children are going to be susceptible to pornography. This is why they're going to go on the streets and commit rapes. They commit murders and crimes. This is exactly what is going on in this society. If you want to realize this, people in society, we tell you that it was Islam. Because in Islam, we put certain ideas in your head to fear your Creator. If you were to fear your Creator, the one who gave you life, the one who is watching you 24/7, surely you wouldn't even think about raping someone. You would never surely think about committing crimes or rapes in society. But unfortunately, because of the way of thinking in the society, this is the reason why the society is so corrupted. The morale of the society is so low. Don't take my word for it. Take the word of Bush Sr. when he said this society is morally, intellectually bankrupt. These are not words coming out of my mouth. These are words coming out of your president's mouth. Again, this goes to show you the reality of this society, which is that this society has abandoned the way of the Creator Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the one who gives you people life and the one who has the right to take your life away. For example, look at the concept of death in this society. People don't want to think about death in this society. That is why they have a certain saying, they have a certain slogan: you have one life to live, enjoy it to the fullest. What happened to the concept of death? Indeed, death is eternal. Life is temporary. Why is it so that this society, the concept of death, is not even relevant in this society? For example, you look at the way the media and the lights that are all around you, they take away the concept of death from you. They put all these flashy lights so you can be desensitized. To it. For example, you look at all these flashy lights around you. What is the image? What is the impression that they're getting? What is the impression that the people, the children, the youth in this society are getting? Don't you see that youth in this society are not growing up to be intellectuals? Because if you look at the reality of the society, the role models of these youths, who are the role models of these youths? You have Britney Spears and R. Kelly. These are the role models of this society. Whether you like it or not, whether you admit it or not, whether you understand it or not, whether you accept it or not, the reality is the role model of this society is Britney Spears and R. Kelly. Because these are the ones who are on forefront of the media, telling the people how to behave, telling the people how to think. This is the unfortunate reality of this society. And there's no wonder why, no matter how much money the United States government spends on the educational system, as of right now, it is over $5 billion+. And yet, they'll never produce intellectuals. Your children will never grow up to be intellectuals who can lead mankind. Because the way of thinking is corrupted. The institutions that exist, the corrupt institutions that exist, that this government supports and promotes, they're corrupt. This is the reason why these institutions, because these are the institutions who are promoting to your children about these sick ideas, about this, they're promoting sick concepts. And this is the reason why the children of the society will never grow up to be intellectuals. Takbir! 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 La ilaha illallah! Muhammad Rasulullah! La ilaha illallah! Wa shahid Habibullah! Islam is, communism is, capitalism is, Islam is, communism is, capitalism is, Islam is.
If anybody has any questions about Islam or what we're doing, please step up to the table. We have free literature right here. We have free Quran, we have free literature, whatever you have. And any questions you would like, we'll be happy to answer for you. Thank you.
تكبير الله أكبر تكبير الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله والشهيد حبيب الله والشهيد حبيب الله Islam is only solution. Islam is only solution. Only communism is what they really think of deeply, what they're really using their brain, what they really recognize is. This is why in this society you have people. Indeed, this is exactly what the product of capitalism, which is a dominant ideology of this society is. It's the benefit of the products, it's the benefit of the human beings and labor. This is the nature of this society. This is the economic infrastructure of this society that is built upon. So we ask the people in this society to look around you once again. Ask yourself, all these hard labor that you've done yourself to work in, with the minimum wage, you work over 40 hours, some of you work over 80 hours just to earn decent living. You ask yourself, who are you really pleasing? Are you pleasing this capitalist elite who are abusing you, who are abusing your body, who are abusing your sweat and labor, and the system is not doing a damn thing about it to stop these problems? And what do they say about rape? How to stop rape? They say we need to have more rights in the streets. But let me give you this simple analogy. You go to third world countries, you go to third world countries where they have villages, which don't even have rights. And go and see the statistics of rapes in this society. They barely have rapes. People barely commit rapes in this society. So this is to shut the door on their face. This will slam the door on the face of those so-called intellectuals who say the only way to stop rape in society is to have more lights on the street. This is such a nonsensical analogy that these people, they put. And if you look at the Board of Education, they're not teaching this concept to be aware that the Creator is watching them when they're on the street. Everywhere they go, that Allah, their Creator, is watching them. Not only will it solve rape, it will also solve the crimes in this society. Do you know how high the crime statistics, how high the crime rates are in this society? 3 million American citizens are in the jails. They are in the penitentiary. They're in these jailing systems. They want to make the crimes increase. Why? Because these corporations, they can benefit off of it. And we tell these corporate whores, we tell these corporations, that no matter what you do, no matter how much you deceive the innocent citizens of this society, you'll never escape the punishment. You'll never escape the punishment of the Creator Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who is all supreme, who is all watching, who is all hearing, who knows the corrupt and hidden intentions. We tell all these corrupt corporations who are making the people of the society slave to their products. Not only that, but we tell these corrupt government institutions that indeed Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Creator, is all aware of your corrupt hidden agendas. They are aware of all the Bush's agendas. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Creator, is aware of his agendas. He is aware of most of the agendas. And Allah is free to watch every single action and every single intention that these corrupt leaders, these elites, are committing to the humanity, and especially to this society. To letting the society know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is watching. And not only that, but we bring this concept, we bring awareness